Samanan, guys. As I've been thinking for a while now, and what has pushed me across the line to actually make this video is the current trend, or what's trending on EX with Lumchita, Grootman, Gcinile. I think I spoke about it briefly like 2 weeks ago when he was still sending her that message saying he wants all his shit back, and then he threatens her at the bottom. And then, as many of you guys know, then he dropped a sex tape that they've done, and he has, like, he said part 1 of 35 or something like that. And like I've been in my and I'm asking guys, as gents, we are so fucking weak, eh? Like we are an absolute embarrassment amongst all the animal species. You know, Tina as men, it's almost like we are controlled by our sexual urges. We are controlled by wanting woman to a point where we lose ourselves, to a point where we destroy everything about us. You know, if you go back 2 weeks ago and you actually go back to that message that Lumchita had sent her, you know, there's a line where he says, I even scammed people in order to give you the things that you wanted and to show this life that you want. You know, it makes you think. You know, it makes you think. If you look at American Gangster, you know, based on the life of Frank Lucas, how was he caught? How was Frank Lucas caught? He was caught when his girlfriend or his wife was wearing that fur coat at the boxing match or whatever. That's where he was caught. It's because she drew attention. She wanted that. If you look at all these guys, that guy, what's his name, from KPMG, that auditor guy, it's because his girlfriend kept on posting the cars and the trips and that. It's because, guys, we do every fucking thing for OCC, and OCC don't give a fuck. OCC don't give a fuck, gents. Get that through your brain. Gcinile, she will move on. I don't care how many sex tapes get dropped. I don't care how people... You must understand, women, when shit go through things like this, they are the victim. They've always been the victim. You know, Umelusi Gigaba had his dick. You know, I saw this from Chris Excel, he posted it. Umelusi Gigaba had his dick on Twitter or on social media. We laughed. I laughed. We laughed. We all laughed. What a clown. A female posted his private parts, something that he had sent to her privately, and we laughed. You know, we never said he's the victim. We never said let's charge this lady that made exposed. We never did that. Any of that. Flip the script. The guy posts a girl. Oh, the guy must get arrested. Oh, she's a victim. Oh. Guys, let me tell you something. Gcinile will find some simp of a man. She'll get married, live happily ever after, have kids. We know the story. We've seen the story thousands of times. Thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of times. You know, she will be the victim. He'll be this monster. Flip the script. We forgive the lady. We laugh at the guy. We do crime. We do corruption. We break our backs for people that don't have their best interest, like, at heart. If you're doing this for your wife, we're talking about something different. If you're doing this for your baby mom, we're talking about something different. You're doing this for fucking slay queens, gents. I get DMs after DMs after DMs after DMs. Guys, hey, I want to start a business. And I ask them why. What you must understand, Grootman, you're born in today's time. If you're not talking about your mom, you're not talking about your immediate family, you're not talking, you're constantly just talking about these non-entities. That's what happens. You're not saying, hey, I want to put my sister through school. You're not saying, hey, I want to help her. You're talking about just random girls you want to pop bottles and look like. Hey, Machita, we are brain dead. We are brain dead because we are a generation of the weakest men. I was at a men's conference a couple of weeks ago, I think a month ago, and like one of the older guys there said, Guti, the problem about today's society is that you've got all these weak men that just throw money around. Men that aren't going through the process of ukshela is to woo a woman using your words, using what you have built as a man. If you think about birds build the nest and then they woo the woman with the nest, things that are concrete, not with a bottle of Hennessy, not with a fucking bag, but actual real concrete, and they bring that person in order to build a family. Tina, we go and we take loans to book flights, to fly girls so that we smash them for the weekend and then fly them back. You've never flown your mom. You've never flown your sister. You've never flown your gran. You've done fucking nothing for them. People that actually pray for your success every day. People that have broken their backs for you. You've never done that shit. This weekend, guys are going to be spending thousands and thousands of rands on absolute nonsensical women. They'll be spending thousands, money they don't have, money they scammed people, money they stole, money they fucking loaned for women in order just to bust a fucking nut. Just to bust a fucking nut. Ukoko, her roof, yavus. Umawako doesn't know what the fuck is going to happen because the end of the month, school fees saying, hey, your mom has no idea, but you buying bottles of fucking Hennessy. I know guys that still live in their mom's houses. They don't pay rent in their mom's houses. They don't buy groceries in their mom's houses. They ask their mothers for airtime. They ask their mothers for pocket money. But and buy bottles of fucking Hennessy for random girls. Guys, we are broken. We're the weakest generation of men ever. We're the weakest generation of men ever. The generation above us, those men had houses. They had wives. When you don't know your ass from your fucking elbow. You're going out there posting sex videos because of Zenza. Like you only doing it to hurt a girl. So now you're trying to. I wasn't your blima. How bad is your blima? Katin kanga shutana. Okay, well, so nyakanga shutana. Okay, fine. Then now in anger because she's moved on. Now you wanna post. Now you wanna post. These are things that women do, guys. Inking or wooting in you gents are trying to pretend to or act like women. That's your thing. Nina, the generation of men today listen to women too much. And the worst thing you can do as a man is listen to a woman. That's the worst thing you can do is listen to a woman. Women don't even listen to each other. Women are the same people that scream equality on the one side of their mouth, and then on the other side of their mouth, they still want a man who will provide for them and protect them and pay for dates. They scream equality on the one side, sibe equality, but on the other side, they still want a preferential treatment. When it comes to applying for jobs, one of the worst thing when I'm cheated right now can do is listen to a woman. I spoke at some conference thing, and one of the guys, what a clown, he puts up his hand and then he asks the ladies, what do you guys want in men? I want a guy who's respectful. I want a guy who's who treats what I want a guy who. So once they had finished, obviously, because I won't waste that opportunity, I picked up my hand and I said, listen, all these sisters are just speaking rubbish. You don't listen to what people say. You watch what they do. So I was like, if you are wanting to date one of these sisters, look at the type of men that they have dated. That become that guy. Become that guy, then you'll get those women. I won't ever ask a fish, hey bro, hey Mr. Fish, how do I catch you? What's the point of that? You ask a fisherman how to catch a fish, not a fish. Oh, don't be stupid. You guys are listening to females all day long. That's why you guys are lost. That's why you guys are going, you're scamming people. You guys are, if your whole life from when you wake up to when you go to bed, you're trying to impress women. And again, I'm not talking about our moms. I'm not talking about our sisters. I'm not talking about our wives. I'm not talking about ma'am or kondile that you're trying to build something. I'm on the side. I'm slay queen weekend special. That's what I'm talking about. Nonsensicals. And then you guys get emotional. Guys, like the pandemic of weak men is scary. It is absolutely scary. Like, we don't feel safe. Not because we're scared of insizwa, not because we're scared of weak men. It is weak men that will send inkabi ukuthi kushaya, because uyasaba ukuqonda, a weak man is the one who will come into my house at night while I'm sleeping with my kids, and they'll come 10 of them, because he's not brave enough to knock on my door at 3 in the afternoon and say, hey, ngifuna TV engibheke emehlweni because mina uyazi ngizobulala ngento. That's a weak man. I carry my gun every day, not because I'm scared of insizwa la ngaphandle madoda, no, because I'm scared of these fucking para losers. These para losers that want to take what I have, that I've worked my ass off for, to go impress some fucking slave queen, some fucking gold digger. Amachita wake up every single day just to impress nonsensical women, just for them to feel a type of way. They do it for one weekend, next. Another weekend, next. Oh, machita, spila lempilo manje. Spila lempilo manje, chance. How many men are in prison because of women? How many? Thousands. And those women carry on with their lives. When we are Boshua, that guy was KPMG, fuck, his name escapes me. Right now, the same girl that he was buying cars for on trips, she has become a state witness against this Bahari, against this gent. The same sisters. The one that he was doing illegal in stuff for. Yeah. Oh, Gcinile have now covered the tattoos that she had of this guy. This guy has now said he's scammed people. This guy, Lokchita will probably go to Gcinile lo Grootman. Doing all these things for sisters. Doing all these things for the clout. God only knows if he built a home for his mom. God only knows if he put his sisters and his cousins through school. Real things. But we do know, because we saw the posts of the bottles, and we saw the posts of the clothes, and saw the posts of the... We see those things. Grand. Okay, sure. But Oleta Silazi uthi phila kanjani. Mhlawumbe he's doing things for Oleta Silazi. We hope. I had a really close friend of mine. 2018. And he was like, hey, bruh, as I've got these 3 girls coming from Durban, let's just fly them through. You know, I'll pay for the 3. You just pay for the other 2. We'll fly them through. We'll book her. I was like, hey, bruh, calm down. Let me tell you something about me. I was like, bruh, have you ever flown your mom from Durban? No. Have you? So you've never flown your mom, but you've about to fly 3 random girls. You're brain dead, bro. You're not talking about flying your long-term girlfriend that you guys have been hustling long distance. You're not talking about flying her, you know. No, that's not who you're talking about. You're talking about flying random girls that probably have a machita in Durban. That matters not betting for me. Every day, machita that are watching this thing, my DM, nhlexana aba nonsensical employees. Not to go to build something serious. Hey, machita. I can you weak shame. No man, it is see weak. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Young Shukmeza Lindaba, man. As young Shukmeza as a final statement. Ngela niege machita. Stop. Nkuluma na machita age manje. Manga yenu machita valindle. Stop listening to women. Understand?